Sorry, my brother called me real quick. I had to answer the phone.
Dude, you're so good. We literally just started. And by just started, I mean just got live. We're on starting soon.
We live.
Screw it, we'll do it live. How are your legs, my guy?
Pain. My dog jumped on me when I got home, and bro,
Did you hear the ground?
the way dude, I hit the ground, bro. I said, ah.
Full tackle. Guys, do you want to hear something amazing? I did something awesome.
What's that?
I dialed in all of our volumes before I went live. It's already done. We don't even have to do it. Yeah, I'm a professional now.
He's beginning to believe.
He's beginning
No.
to believe.
No audio check?
If you want one, you can. I can double check just how dialed in you are.
Oh yeah. Let's
Ah,
really...
Some lumber use some human. Straight yellows, which would normally be bad, but is really good in this case. We're so balanced.
The most balanced ever.
In the words of Morpheus, as quoted by Nerd, he's beginning to believe.
Free your mind. You gotta free your mind.
Yo, my cosplay came in yesterday, and I'm so hype about it.
Excellent. Man.
Ike is refusing his true potential to cosplay as Daedalus. Instead, he's cosplaying as Vex.
Well, look, no one has all the stuff in one place to do a Daedalus cosplay. But there was this really handy button in the shop that said, "Hey, send me all the things for a Vex cosplay."
Yes.
So that's my
Man,
justification. I was lazy.
If you don't go to Petornia Con as Daedalus, it's a flop.
Vex is basically wearing all the same things as Daedalus.
That's exactly my point.
I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of thought it was a Daedalus plus.
Exactly. See, because it's me wearing it, it's a Daedalus cosplay.
What about Apollo cosplay?
That's just my entire wardrobe. That man got style for real.
That's just you walking out of your house.
I should have sent you the shirt I wore the other day. It was like architecture, but in paisley. It's such a nice shirt that my mom just happened to find.
Beautiful.
I do love dressing kind of nice a little bit sometimes. If you want to see Apollo's wardrobe, just look at Johnny Cage most times.
Which Johnny Cage? Like the MK1 Johnny Cage?
Yeah, with like the button up and the
So
nice
reboot
slacks.
Johnny Cage?
Yeah. Not like constantly wearing karate attire Johnny Cage. Like the I dress like a movie star who refuses to look anything less than 100% Johnny Cage. Woo! Lies in chat. He says, woo!
Lie!
Woo!
Lie! Woo!
Woo!
That beautiful
Awooga!
man.
Honk honk. Mmm!
Mwah. Vis is here as well. Hello, Vis.
This woo!
Woo!
Mr. Vis with the V and two S's.
Mr. Vissum.
Now that we're live, I did want to say this just in case, because I thought it would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm getting Petornia merch made, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I sent in the logo I'm using, the people I'm having make it found it, and they well, turns out they watched some of it. So if they happen to watch this one, I just wanted to say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here. It's me. The one and only. Your son.
It's your boy, literally.
Literally. But yeah. This is the first time in a while I gotta do some rolls.
Ooh, rolls. Is this our punishment for running through the moonlight? Give
What
it
do
to
you mean
me.
hour? What the fuck did I do?
Give it to me, right in the teeth. I ain't scared.
It's not a punishment thing, it's just...
No, I want a punishment. Give it to me.
Ike, no, we're live. Come on now.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Jasmine might see.
Look, I don't want to be pipe bombed. I have so much to live for, and I'm not going to get Petornia isekai. That's not how it works.
Not for real, not for real. No, I don't want to do it.
If you were to get isekai, would you isekai as Daedalus or Apollo?
I hope Daedalus. He was cool. Apollo's just whiny.
Damn.
Apollo's a moody teenager because he never got to be a teenager. What a loser.
Yeah. I know you get pipe bombed and you wake up, there's just a purple dragonborn sitting there like, hey, you good?
No.
Hello? Hello?
I have so much
Wake
knowledge.
Wake
really-
up!
Gotta think about, like, if I did isekai into Petornia and I had to become one of the NPCs, who would it be? Who would it most likely be? And I think it's gonna be Onscan, I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
Oh no, you're too good for that. Onscan's so
God.
mean to everybody. Bro is so in his own head about how great he is.
Avery becoming Onscan would be Onscan's redemption arc.
Yeah, it'd have to be. Like I said, Ike, you don't know that. Nah, bro. I don't know if I want to get isekai into Petornia. All the
Porn? It's a
no.
porn?
Whoa, hold on. Whoa,
Clip it,
hold on.
Clip it, clip it, clip it,
No,
clip it, clip it,
no,
clip it,
no.
clip it now!
I'm ruined.
It's
I'm
live.
ruined.
Ike, you're on a losing streak.
I am on a live losing. Bro, no, my life is a losing streak. Let's be real. Let's be real. Oh man. Oh dude. That's so unfortunate. I was going to say I don't want to be isekai'd into Petornia because as much as I love that world, man, stuff goes sideways basically every day.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being just in the blast radius when a massive bomb deleted half of everything? Well, I guess my life is forfeit. Or a massive zombie plague just waves through the land you happen to be farming. Oh, man. I guess I earned this death somehow. Let me just... Oh, well.
Jasmine's Demon Slayer, like, chart, or if you're not wearing any color, you're just doomed.
Oh, yes.
That's Petornia. Like, if you're not what is that for Petornia? Who is safe?
Who's safe? Nobody's safe.
What are we talking about?
Who was like, who's got plot armor in Petornia?
Nobody.
Even
There you
Kishta
go.
didn't have plot armor. She died.
He liked it. Yes.
No. God, no, where? No.
It didn't
No.
quote.
No.
It didn't quote.
No. I'm just gonna leave. Bye. I'm gonna run away. I'm going to change my name and move to Denmark. What the heck, bro?
You cannot escape.
Nah, I gotta get my face changed and everything.
Actually, Denver is pretty nice, from what I've heard. Unrelated.
Oh, I cut it off. Bullshit. Hold on.
No, leave it. Let it die.
No, hold on. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Oh.
Don't. Oh my god. This is hilarious.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this is about as low as I can go. It's only up from here. Oh,
No.
that's so unfortunate.
No, it's fine. We'll keep finding new layers
New
below
lows.
rock.
Oh, good.
Yeah, don't worry, it's fine.
Okay, unfortunately, it doesn't let me go back that far to clip it, so we're...
Good.
Oh,
Let it die.
Never.
it's. I'm sure Lie probably clipped it.
Lie probably did clip it.
I hope
Lie,
not.
did you clip it?
No.
Lie.
No.
Lie,
No, I didn't
be our
clip it.
Be our savior right now, Lie. Did you clip it?
Lie is on my side. Of course he didn't clip it.
He hasn't said yet. Lie.
Lie's probably not even real right now.
You know who else isn't real right now?
Who?
Oh no, it's Lie. I was going to say someone else, but then I realized that Lie is Lie and not someone else. My brain has been not working today. So bad news. He didn't clip
news
it.
for me.
Yes.
Bad news
Bad
for
news.
me or
Bad news for
Lie?
you. He didn't clip it. He's half busy, so he didn't clip it.
Damn.
Yes.
You can never trust a Croatian. I've always said that. Except for Lie, he's a good Croatian.
He's half busy with husband activities. Oh, he's on husbando mode.
Oh, spicy.
Oh. Oh my.
Is Lie the husbando or is Lie the waifu?
I think we know the answer to that.
Yeah, I think we do.
Lie is the world's most wanted bottom.
Oh.
Waifu the waifu.
Oh.
Mhm.
So, oh.
Hey, wait, no, don't flip that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are you saying? I'm too busy clipping something. I can't hear what you're saying.
Excuse me, bro. I'm gonna freaking fight.
Lie the waifu. Yeah.
Waifu the waifu.
Yes. Beautiful.
I
in
just
any
shoved my
case-
foot all the way in my mouth, apparently.
Huh?
You've never heard that phrase? You shoved your foot in your mouth?
Okay, you said foot. I was like, what did you just shove in your mouth?
A foot. What sounds
A
like
foot.
foot?
Okay.
I'm currently listening to the clip, trying to find the.
I
Oh,
believe
I'm
you.
very echoey in this clip.
Are you?
Yeah,
That'll happen.
we all are.
Oh no, hold on.
What?
Am I feedbacking? Is everyone echoey? Lie, is everyone echoey right now?
Lie?
Lie.
If they are, I can put headphones on. I just hate wearing headphones for too long because hair.
Reasonable.
Kinda. Okay, let me get my headphones real quick. Okay. Another walk. My legs!
Because we love you, Lie.
Alright, and I'm in the wrong server. New way home, quotes. There.
Okay. Alright, I have achieved headphonage. I just need to plug them in.
Headphone has been acquired.
Yes. Avery, you can't talk about yourself like that. It's not allowed. I'll land you in actual therapy. I'll do it.
about to get real racist. Well, what was that one quote
Alright.
from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Danny DeVito, when he was like dancing through the neighborhood? I'm gonna say the N-word. Or some shit like that, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Garbo ones.
Not.
I said racism, and Lai said in chat you need racism. Yeah, Lai said the greatest threat to Avery therapy.
Mm. Mm.
You would put Avery in a therapy room, and by the time the session's over, it's no longer even Avery. It's just like a pile of dust on a couch.
Yeah, do you know how terrible Petornia would be?
What if you were a well-balanced individual?
Yeah, if I was happy, this would suck.
Are you saying we don't make you happy, Avery?
No,
Get
no,
trapped, get trapped, get trapped, get trapped,
No.
trap carded.
no. Listen, I know what color your eyes are.
This whole thing's been a sting operation.
Okay, there should be no more echo. I fixed it. It's
Cool.
everything's good now.
Now that everything's ready, I'm gonna be right back.
It's one of those. Heck yeah.
Oh my god, the scuff.
As soon as Eli's back, I gotta go. Don't worry, it's fine.
Oh, good. We'll just keep this going for another 3 hours, and then it'll be time to end session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Guys,
need the
it's the
DM.
perfect plan.
Where's the DM waiting music when you need it?
DM hold music. I wonder if
Remember-
that's got a DMCA on it. With the music in the back.
Remember, when life gives you lemons, kick it in the balls because you ordered a beer, bitch.
Yeah,
It's so
I've
funny.
always said that.
Actually, I will be right back because my brother's calling me again.
You're farming on Warframe? I need to log into Warframe again. My login was not correct last time, and I think I forgot it.
Updated terms of Google. Listen, can't be sliding in on me like that.
Yeah, that's kind of rude. Can't be sneaking up on people like that. Terms of service.
Hmm.
My legs are dead. They don't work anymore. I don't want to walk anymore.
Just because I'm so excited, I'm gonna send you a sneak peek of the merch I'm working on.
Yes. And then I'm gonna steal it and make a bootleg.
But yes,
Okay.
my legs are also dead.
Ooh, that's a good logo. What'd you use to make
You
that?
gotta have the timestamp too established in whenever the fuck
Yeah.
Avery thought it up.
Yeah. That's actually thank you to one Zway. He's the one that came up with the logo. It's the thing he used for the Petornia slander, and I loved it. So I'm actually gonna use that as the logo.
Yo, that's fire.
Also, something I've noticed is and there's so much I gotta do. It's great.
You gonna be okay?
No, it's actually great
Okay.
because it's all things I'm working on. So I'm very excited.
Oh, good.
Brings me to my other thing. While we're just chilling and waiting. Possibly tonight or some point, I'm going to make an official sort of quote-unquote post on
Mhm.
Petornia again, calling upon all of the
Ooh.
I plan to make this community a lot more, I guess, involved, is the way I would put it.
Okay.
Slight concern, but also intrigue.
No, I mean in like a very good, fun way, I guess.
Are we gonna go Petornia coloring book?
Are we
I
gonna have a
guess-
huge crossover again?
Well, I guess what I'm talking about is more so like, I would love to start, doing more things, more interactive, fun adventures. Like, because I've been noticing it's been a lot of fun just having the community all do different things and have fun with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it'd be like Petornia game night was a great example.
Oh yeah,
Just
that was a lot of fun.
just doing more fun things, having more events, I guess.
I get you.
And also a little bit on, I guess, a serious side, but in a good way.
Hello, I am back.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome. Just kind of talking about future plans.
Hmm.
Beyond Petornia. However, in any case, right now is the time for gaming.
Yeah.
Ooh, hype!
Game
Hype, 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 hype.
Y'all ready for this?
Yo, we got air horns. Oh, and okay.
And a crash? Okay.
Yeah, we got the boom
Yeah.
crash.
Let's do this. If anybody wants to, in particularly, do a recap, that could be fun.
I'm gonna leave that up
Last
to
time
Nerd. Yeah.
on Petornia. Why are you always gonna leave it to me?
Well, because your memory is better than mine.
Okay, I also did just watch the thing like a couple days ago. Okay, where to start? Last time on Petornia, Iktar's chosen decided they were gonna go do their own thing, Miles Morales style, and headed to the country of Og.
Not Miles Morales style.
Hey, Ezekiel. Eli, real quick, what's your character's name again? The other one? Not Ezekiel, but the other one, the old one.
Why the fuck am I forgetting? Tiberius.
Oh my fucking god. In Og, they meant Tiberius something or other. Another noble with claim to the throne, just like Apollo. Upon an agreement with Tiberius, they went to go seek Artemis once again in hopes of getting help. And I'm losing my fucking Dragon Ball voice, but fuck it. We basically tried to go find Artemis to go get help, to join forces, to go fight all the Eldritch horror shit that was going on, and they basically said, nah, we're gonna do our own thing, so, you know, double Miles Morales shit. And so we went back to Artemis. Asta had a heart-to-heart with Daiga. It was very nice and sweet and very cherished moment. Thanks to Asta's divine intervention and Artemis's keen sense of sight, they were to determine something was wrong with Artemis, and determined it's because he was wearing a tear of Kishta. And right about there is where we decided to kind of leave him alone, and we were going to go somewhere else that I don't remember, and that's kind of where we ended it.
Now.
Hell yeah. And
Oh,
right at that exact moment is where we're gonna pick back up today.
We got the Dragon Ball like we're back noise. Bum, 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 bum. Don't stop, we're in luck now.
Don't stop, there's so much to be found.
We can't find paradise. All we have to do is go, bring your soul. What the fuck? The dog just scared the shit out of me.
The dog was on the Dragon Soul.
Yeah, he was on the dragon. Like, he hit me with that instant transmission. I'm like, bro,
Okay.
where'd you come from?
If I recall correctly, we were running through the moonlight, drifting through the 90s, the moonlight, on our way to
Running
the
in the 90s.
to the
It's a new
ancient
way of
elves.
life to be. We are running through the 90s.
Running through the moonlight. you
Yes.
Say.
Yes. If I remember correctly.
With our new travel companion in tow.
Yes. And we left Nicole behind to deal with
Did we?
her alcoholism. Yes. She could not handle the
No,
road.
no. Remember, we had also had a whole talk with her about like helping her wean off of it. She came
Oh
with us.
yeah. She did travel with us. Okay, I thought she stuck behind until we were going to return.
No. She said she's coming with, and then Asta and her had a whole talk about like her alcoholism in the shakes and whatnot.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I misunderstood that. That's my fault. I apologize.
Okay. Running through the moonlight. My brain is legitimately. Give me one second.
I can feel it coming in the moonlight tonight. That doesn't work. I can feel it in the moonlight tonight. Yeah, that works.
I can feel it coming in the moonlight.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Come on. I've been waiting for this moment in the moonlight. Hold on.
Did I send you
God.
that meme of Sokka attacking Gru because he said he was going to steal the moon?
Yes, when he beat the shit out of him. Is like, anybody else gonna steal the moon? Beppo? And then like flying into the minions with a flying elbow.
It's so good.
So good.
Yes, leave the moon alone.
Yeah, fucking what? Yeah, don't touch the moon. Sokka's gonna come after your ass if you do.
If there's anyone you don't want trying to fight you, it's Sokka.
Especially about the moon, bro. That's rough, buddy.
Yo, my muscles hurt. They ache. They are in pain.
Same here.
I should have a protein shake. That might be kind of nice tonight. This music is so peaceful.
Alright, so we're running through the moonlight. Where are we going?
To see some elves that don't speak any of our languages.
Well, I mean, I've got telepathy. I can communicate with them.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Ezekiel can't do, can't he? Or was that Sia? No, that was Sia.
Oh, see, that was with me. I'm not sure if Ezekiel knows tongues or anything.
I've got telepathy.
Ezekiel might know tongues. What level is tongues? He does not have tongues prepared at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Asta's got telepathy. It's fine. Once again, the telepathy comes in clutch.
Is there anything that our characters want to do before we head out for this camp? Any conversations to be had? We have time for roleplay.
I don't think so. I mean, I know Asa's thinking about, going to the blast race to gather some plasma, but that's more of an after the elves thing.
I think Apollo would approach Ezekiel and kind of tap him on the shoulder.
Hmm?
So,
Yes?
I know we were traveling to the capital to fill a power vacuum, but it seems this Tiberius might have beat us to the punch. What do you think?
Well, he's certainly not the worst king. As far as I could see.
Yes, but wasn't this a part of your plan to become more powerful and achieve your goals? There were resources there, right?
I mean, not to interject, but Ezekiel said that. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, Ezekiel, but you said you wanted wealth and status to do your research. Being an ally to Tiberius could get us the same goals. It doesn't necessarily have to be king.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah, that
We don't have to be the ones in charge. As long as we have friends in high places, that's also beneficial.
That's true.
becoming the court mage would certainly give me enough resources to find what I need.
All right.
So there you go. I mean, it's not like there's a wizard king or anything. That would be weird.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get the joke? Cause Asta and Wizard King and
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
okay, just making sure.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You missed me. Make
Making
a very
anime
terrible
references.
All right, everybody. I have some amazing news for you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
The red moon that was out before, and the ever-present cloudy sky and ever-raining landscape is all going to sort of rise up and fade away.
Oh,
Huh.
interesting.
That's mildly alarming.
Indeed.
Yeah. I have good news. Petornia is Petornia again.
Huh? I'm so lost.
I guess someone turned the lights back on.
Well, I mean, it's still nighttime and the moon is out and all of that, but the
But
moon
not
is no
like
longer
super
red.
evil night. It's not
No.
Death Night anymore.
That old dimension that was collapsed on here,
Held in a handbasket?
yeah, it is not here anymore.
Oh, someone
Are
fixed
the
it.
like the dimensional horrors still running about?
No, because they belong to that dimension.
I see.
Someone else actually cleaned up their mess.
And also something to keep in mind is the realms are uncollapsed as well, since Kishta died.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's just like plain old Petornia.
For the first time in these characters' lives.
Well, I guess it'll make our trek to find the elves a whole lot less dangerous, maybe.
Yeah, and maybe instead of focusing on a war, Og can focus on rebuilding.
Hey, that could be something we could do. I mean, not by ourselves, but we could do our part.
Yeah. Well, seems like we won't need to run through the night. We can kind of take a gentle stroll.
Nothing like a stroll in the moonlight. It's very tranquil.
Yeah.
And so indeed, you begin to take a stroll through the moonlight.
Let's go. Moonlit
I-
stroll.
Good news for you.
Very serene.
I have amazing news for you.
Oh.
For the first time in Petornia history, a new era of peace is ushered in.
What?
Relative peace, of course.
This is
In
very
com-
big news.
in comparison to where things have been, this is the best Petornia has been in a very long time.
Peaceful.
And so, you walk through the forest. The green trees and leaves sort of hanging over the path, lightly dusted with leaves from, well, the winter, as the snow's melted now off, leaving a sort of dampness to the forest where green things have begun to sprout. Some flowers even seem to have bloomed. You can,
It's very beautiful out here.
It is.
This is a lot more akin to what Dad and Daedalus were talking about with Petornia.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like home.
Well, it feels like something that can be our home. Making it our home is a whole other thing.
No, I mean, I feel more grounded, connected.
Oh, I get it. Man, you want to talk about grounded, beautiful, and serene? You should see what the snowdrifts in Lumgut look like. Well,
Yeah.
when they're not blasting half your face off in the wind anyway.
Maybe one day.
Someday.
as you begin to walk, it is just as you said. This truly is the land that you've heard so much about. Even for Ezekiel, you've heard tale stories about a better time. This is really something beautiful. You realize you're in the Emerald Forest still, walking through, and as you do so, you see a new life. It really is emerald. Even where the moonlight shines through the trees, hitting rocks, the rocks are emeralds, and they emanate with this energy you feel before. The light that shines is almost green. It's like a emerald jade wonderland.
Very nice.
So, something to keep in mind with the elves that you guys were going to see are on the other side of Og.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to travel quite a ways to find them.
Mm-hmm.
However, this does give me a chance to, because I think it would be fun, and if you guys are okay with it, I can actually sort of give you a good description of what traveling across country looks like.
It is with it right in the teeth.
We ain't scared.
Okay.
I don't think we have reason to be scared.
No, that's the end of the phrase. Give it to me right in the teeth. I ain't scared.
Yeah, I want you to do it.
Yeah, I want you to do it.
Alright, let me grab this picture because I can't remember what my own map looks like. Ah, Zerithis. Okay, so I'm just gonna post it. Make our lives easier. Okay. So, as you cross through the rest of the Emerald Forest, you can feel the safe, beautiful sort of just nature around you. Everything about it is comforting in a way. It's so serene. You can feel cool winds and then warm winds blowing from down south as they sort of mix and create this very nice temperature. You cross over little bridges on the road that go over small rivers, big rivers, little creeks. They all have sort of a arch to them, reminiscent of things you've seen in... Actually, I don't believe any of you have been to Insori, but
I don't think so.
almost reminiscent of that. But as you cross out of there, you enter into one of the major farming districts. Now, are you guys going the north route, the south route, or the straight through route?
What do you think, Apollo?
North, south, or straight through. Let me take out a handy dandy die. We will go north.
Ooh. Very nice. So your time in the farmland, you notice it is sort of considerably colder. You can see the sort of light dustings of snow that have still come through even though it's springtime. You can even see some of the more packed snow sort of around houses and things still melting away. But you can see almost every house, every farm and everything like that. They'll have sort of these drainage routes that lead down, because it's a very hilly farmland, and they all sort of lead down to the next pool, and each pool is sort of drawn from into these little sort of like corrugated pipes where they sprinkle into road fields. The roads here are mostly made up of sort of planks that go over the ground because during many times of year it gets far too wet. Many of the houses are rather steep and tall and relatively thin. Many of the roads are actually quite wide to let many things pass through at a time. You cross through some towns, and you notice that many of these towns have wind chimes that they hang up. And eventually, almost as if it was a line drawn between the two areas, you cross out of the farmland and into a rocky, vast expanse. Something akin to like Iceland, when you sort of picture that.
Damn.
And you can see that it stretches out forever with hills and big boulders sticking halfway out of the ground, some like they were just placed out onto the ground. You can see large mountains to the dead north. They almost look volcanic in nature with their deep black rocks. You can see a lot of grass sort of lining the small stone paths, seemingly made out of stones and rocks found around the area. Very narrow and but very tightly sort of packed cobbled rocks. The grass seems to sort of build around dips, whereas most of the mountain or hills or little sections like that where there's any sort of an incline is where the moss seems to cling to the earth. Though there are some small yellow flowers that poke out in various little areas, many just lining the path. And on you continue. Hill over hill over hill. Small path past little tiny town. Before heading into some of the farthest north farmland, and one of the biggest expanses of it. You can see there's sort of what almost looks like miniature uh, volcanoes sort of sticking out of the earth in the middle of many of these farms. But instead of lava, they spew geyser water, which is why many of the people around here are able to farm year-round, is because the earth is warm enough here, and the water comes out warm enough. So you can see many crops that are actually nearing the end and are ready for harvest because they've been growing all year through the winter. This area, much unlike the last farmland you went through, is a lot more short, very wide houses, many of which are built in a sort of circular way. They sort of sit on high banks, whereas all of the farmland has been sort of excavated to be a lower area, and they have little wooden stepping staircases that walk down into the fields. The roads here are a little more, I guess, more medium, and many of them are made of sand. Very dark sand that seems to have been dug from the earth, or perhaps even sent from beaches on the west coast. And after many days of walking this expanse, you traverse into the next section. A section you know all too well. The Forest Noir.
The what?
Home, the Forest Noir. Home of the Chat Noir.
Hmm.
A land often known for its, well, various dangers, such as wendigos and severe mystery because of just how dark this forest seems to stay. The trees are rather tall and broadleaf, and they sort of block out the sun in many sections because they grow so thick and next to each other, leaving lots of room for a lot of sort of like fungus and things like that to grow, because it is rather warm here compared to most of the country.
Yeah, mushrooms.
There's sort of a light mist that often hangs around, swept in from the ocean, if not just raining, which is actually where the town of Mistborn got its name. The roads here are also wide and are laid with thick, heavy stones carved into blocks.
Hell yeah. Very beautiful.
What a beautiful, beautiful trip.
And if you keep heading south, you'll head right into New Mistport. But if you stick around here, this is where roughly the area you saw the elves.
What would you guys like to do?
I mean, we're here for you to find the elves, so I
Well,
feel like that would be where we're going now.
well, sure, but I feel at this point likely finding the elves for personal reasons. We were originally going to find them to help fight off those terrible creatures, but it seems they're no longer here, so if you guys would prefer to do anything else, by all means.
I mean, is Fate's Eye is still there, right?
It sure is.
Well, we definitely got to figure out something to do about that whole plasma situation. We can't just let that sitting there. So I mean, I want to try and find some way to reverse it, or at the very least clean it up. If there even is a way to clean it up without Fate getting in the way.
Right. I'm sure there's some way we can ask about help with that. Or figure something out ourselves. Whichever makes the most sense, I guess. Alright, then I guess we should set up camp and wait for the elves to return.
Alright. And so, you set up camp. As you do so, the soft mist rolls sort of into your camp. Not enough to really block any visibility, but enough to sort of accentuate the moon's piercing light.
So, Asta, how are you feeling about our trip?
Feeling alright, I guess. I mean, it's been pretty peaceful so far, which is a nice change of pace.
It is.
But to say that my mind is clear would be a lie. I mean, there's a lot I've been thinking about of like what needs to be done and what I can do.
Well,
Like even if Kish is dead, that doesn't mean she won't be back.
you know, sometimes it helps to externalize what's on your mind, and it seems we've got a bit of time before the elves return, so let's talk about it.
Well, like I said, there's the matter of when not even if, it's when Kishta comes back, because as long as Fate's around, Kishta will eventually return. There's the issue of that tier being stuck to Artemis. There's the whole thought process behind even trying to begin where to even start rebuilding the Centurions. But I feel like dealing with Fate and Fate's Eye is my main priority right now. Just figuring out some way to reverse it, and finding out who triggered that explosion.
So these are your goals then?
Those are my goals.
I think that's a good thing to have on your mind, right? Your goals.
I'd say so.
It's a good thing to think about.
I have no problem of visualizing my goals. My main issue comes from trying to determine how exactly I come about materializing those goals.
Well, that certainly makes one of us.
First things first, I have to figure out how, like, some way to analyze the plasma, see if it even can be reversed.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you? What are you thinking about?
Nothing.
How you and I both know it's not true, Apollo.
No, that's the issue. Is there's not much to think about for me. You have no issues visualizing your goals. I have no goals to visualize. It's quite the catch-22, I'd say. But, you know, while we're here, might as well enjoy it. It was a beautiful walk. The world is...
Well, I mean, what about the elves? Didn't you say you want to learn from them?
Oh, yes, but that's not a goal.
It sounds like a goal to me. A goal can be anything.
It feels...
Too personal?
No. It feels like... a hobby? I don't know how to word it. I don't see myself gaining anything. This sounds wrong to say.
Yep. You have everything. Will you be learning something?
I mean,
Or are
hopefully.
the elves only going to show you things you already know?
No, it's not like that. I mean, the elves feels like less like a goal or something that I set out to achieve, and more like something I feel I want to do. It's not.
So it's a goal, but it's a goal at the same time? Is that not what a goal is?
I'm not quite sure how to word this.
Apollo. You feel like you're being held back because it's a goal only you can achieve.
No, it's and well, that's not the case. It's not a goal only I can achieve. I mean, each and every one of us can go and speak with the elves for all I care.
Yes, but you gain the most from that experience. I mean, what are they going to teach me? I'm not an elf.
Well, that's just so. I think
dang-
that's no. You're
I dang
helping me.
don't even know what I am for the most part.
I think what you just said has helped me understand a bit more what I'm trying to communicate. I don't aim to gain anything here, where a goal feels like it's something I want to achieve for the purposes of fulfilling something. I don't feel that this will fulfill me. I feel that this will humanize me. Does that make sense? This is something I want to obtain as a person. This is cultural for me, not a goal, but
It's you're
it completes
still
me as a
explaining it.
person. Do you understand?
I do, but Apollo, anything you set out to do, whether it be a personal thing, whether it be something to complete you, something to help somebody, something to help yourself, those are all still goals.
It just doesn't
If you want-
feel.
it-
Here, let me say it in a more straightforward way. This feels like something I expect. This doesn't feel grand enough to.
Not every goal has to be grand, little brother. You can still have a grand goal of making a name for yourself somehow, some way. This goal is just a smaller goal, something that can help you obtain that goal later on.
This feels like something that Father would expect me to have done naturally, you know?
I think you are expecting too much out of what your father expects of you.
You know,
Your
for some
dad
reason I
can't.
doubt that.
Your father can't set your goals for you. He can't set your struggles for you. He can't make your choices for you.
He's
And
not.
by but yet at the back of if at the back of your mind you're asking yourself, what would my father want me to do? He is, in a sort of way. That would be like me saying, I wonder if my dad would dislike of me, being a blacksmith instead of a warrior. I never asked that. I decided what I wanted to be. So and
has
someday after all this is over, I will be a blacksmith.
has your
But right
father
now,
never expressed a discomfort with you being a blacksmith?
not to my face, he hasn't at least. And even if he did, it's my good choice.
Just in your personal time, has your father ever consoled in you wishes for your family? What he
Nope.
want of you? Never.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
That he's asked me, what do I want to do? And I tell him, and he tells me to do it.
I see.
Because that's the point of a struggle, Paulo. It's yours. You can let somebody help you in your struggle, and you can help somebody. Somebody can help you decide which way you want to approach your struggle. But at the end of the day, it's your struggle, and who you decide to let do it, that's all on you. Your dad, Daedalus, only has as much control over your choice as what you give him. If you want to say, I don't care what my dad wants me to do, I'm going to do whatever I want to do, then you can do that.
I don't think that we can
And
see eye to eye on this.
And well, what do you mean?
That's not how Father operates.
Okay, but are you dataless?
That does not matter.
It does matter. And
No.
I think part of what you need to do is realize that you're letting what your father would think get way too much in the way of what you want to do. Go and find the elves. Stop worrying about who the son of Archimedes is and start wondering about what Apollo wants to do. It's very important to make a name for yourself, yes. But what's the point of making an Archimedes name if you're not making a name for Apollo?
Ezekiel, are you close with your parents?
Somewhat.
Have your parents ever had expectations of you?
Of course.
Do you find it difficult to...
All parents have expectations.
Yes, do you find it difficult to divorce yourself of those expectations? Ever? Or better yet, do you find yourself led by those expectations ever?
No.
Never.
No.
I see.
See what? He's saying exactly what I'm saying.
No, I understand. I get it.
Listen, it's okay to keep your parents' expectations in mind, but only as far as if they align with what you want to do.
No, Asta, I hear you. I understand.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay then. So then what do you want to do?
We'll figure out in the morning. I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright. I guess we are going to bed.
Wonderful. As you head to bed, the air is cool. The fire crackles. The owl toots. May give yourself the benefits of a long rest.
Resting time.
Upon awakening, you find that there's a lot more people in your camp than there were last night.
Are they elves?
Yeah,
Huh. Tall,
you can see
blonde, glowing eyes. Yep, these are the guys.
they're very much asleep.
Well, at least they're not trying bows at us or anything. We'll go. Asta will nudge Apollo awake if he's not awake already.
He's awake. He's just kind of laying down.
Did you even sleep at all?
Oh yeah, I slept.
Proper amount?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you want to do now? Should we wait for them to wake up?
Well, it seems rude to awaken them. Hey, who knows how late they were up.
True.
Yes, let's let them rest and we can sleep in. I feel we've earned it.
Yeah, I don't think you can go back to sleep. I'm gonna look at some stuff.
Apollo will go back to sleep.
Asta is going to pull out his watch and see if he can make a portal close to where the Eye of Fate is located.
You sure can.
Okay. After he steps away from the sleeping elves as not to wake them or alarm them, he's going to make a portal to the Eye of Fate, and he's going to summon Yellow. Holding out a vial to, like, a nice, decent-sized container to Yellow, he's going to instruct him to go and collect a small amount of plasma and put it in this container. And if it seems like he's going to get destroyed from the process, or if something's going to attack him, he is to immediately retreat and come back with or without the plasma. Don't sacrifice himself over the plasma.
Alright. You send him through the portal. He's gone for maybe 5 minutes before coming back through. He'll hand you the vial.
Well, at least I have that now. The real question is, what the heck do I do with it? Looking at the plasma a little bit means like, oh yeah, it's definitely plasma, but he's going to also message Aladrin and see if if the Centurions utilities are still up and operational, like they're scanning like all the equipment they had for looking into things from before.
He's basically going to respond with, that's literally what I've been doing, is maintaining all this fucking equipment.
Well, then can I send him the plasma to look at?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I will do that then.
Alright. Ezekiel, are you up?
Ezekiel is up.
Okay. Ezekiel and Asta, you can see that these elves are very asleep. Fun fact, they're nocturnal.
Oh, so they sleep during the day anyway.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to sleep the rest of the day.
I guess we can just wait here.
Okay.
I don't really know what else can be done without just leaving.
Mm-hmm. As you wait around, the sun comes out, and it's really nice and warm. You see when the sunlight shines on the elves' tattoos, the tattoos completely disappear.
Huh. Weird.
As much as it's been a peaceful time, you do kind of realize why a lot of the myths and legends have come about this place. Because even when the sun shines, the shadows of the forests around still remain rather dark.
Man, this is definitely something. I mean, no wonder this place is talked about so often. Ezekiel, what do you think?
I don't know.
Something on your mind? What are you thinking about?
A lot.
Okay. Well, I sent off that plasma that I had Yellow collect for analysis, so hopefully we get an answer back on that soon. Whoever calls all that definitely can't get away with it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Then after that, I guess we just... I don't know.
While sort of chilling, you see some traffic pass by on the road in front of you. None of it's too particularly interesting, except for one cart.
Oh,
Seem exceptionally decorated, rather ornately. Like, basically, it's a bedazzled carriage.
shiny. Well, let's go. I'm gonna go see what that's about, and I guess I'll get closer to the caravan to see what's going on.
As you get closer, it's not horses pulling this thing. No, no. It is two bison.
Hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a history check
Oh gosh, history.
to
Just
see if you
hide
know
all over again.
where bison are from.
Can any of us roll
Okay.
this, or is it just him?
It's a 13 from me.
Ezekiel, would you like to go on this little excursion?
Wait, I'm lost. Sorry, I think I zoned out for a second. What's going on?
It's just a caravan and the really bedazzled carriage being pulled by bison, so we're rolling history to see if we know where bison are from.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought that's what was going on. Okay, yeah, I suppose, I'll roll. Dirty 20.
Hell yeah. So, off the failed history class, however,
To be
Is he-
fair, Kriv was his history teacher.
yeah,
Oh no.
unfortunate.
There was like 3 different chapters on the sky being held up.
Of
I,
course.
I could imagine. Ezekiel, you know
It was
that bison,
very heroic.
bison are almost exclusively from Hiss, aiming to the far east. Or I guess to the west from where you are right now. It actually shares a border with Tor.
Alright then.
In any case, the carriage continues to roll on by, but sort of following conspicuously behind them is a warforged on a horse.
Oh boy. Not really the best experience with warforges.
Indeed.
Does the warforges say anything, or is it somebody we know?
It is not anyone you know. However, they are following this carriage.
Are they? Is there any way to tell if they're a part of the convoy, or are they kind of just
They're
walking it?
Fo- they're following closely, but not close enough to arouse any suspicion. But since you're like sort of a side of the road, you can kind of see a little more easily what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they're heading north. Seems as though they came from Missport.
They just left New Missport?
It would appear so.
I guess we should see what's going on then. Maybe see what they were doing there. Excuse me, Warforged, sir. I can't help but notice you were just coming from the direction of a certain town. What, did you have business there?
You'll see as he sort of. By the way, this guy is loaded up with weapons. He'll sort of draw an arrow and hook something onto it and shoot it into, like, a part of the carriage.
Oh,
He'll
what are you doing?
turn back to you. Just ensuring they don't get too far away.
What was that? What are you doing?
It's Tracker.
You have tracker arrows?
No, the device I tied onto the area is a tracker.
You have a tracker? Did you invent it? Like, hold on a second. Did you make that? Did you get it from somebody?
Oh, I buy all that kind of stuff from iCity.
I see. So what's your deal then? Are you protection or?
Yeah. A little bit. I'm also here. I'm chasing after a certain somebody who's got a bounty on their head.
And who is that?
His name's Joey.
Joey?
hmm
Joey. I don't think we know a Joey. Oh, where are my manners? Fucking my bad. I'm Asta. This is my friend Ezekiel.
Oh, well, nice to meet you.
So I can't but notice you guys just came from New Missport, or at least that area. Did you stop in there looking for your guy?
Well, as I said, yes, I am the security detail for this particular con. But, yeah, did help to stop by. By the way, he has gone by other aliases. Not just
Okay. What else has he gone by?
me. Rap names. See, he's an orc fella from Newell. Spent a lot of time in Tor racking up gambling, and see, when he couldn't pay him off, he robbed a bank.
Okay.
Now, it's gone by Joey, it's gone by Michael, gone by George, and he's gone by 2 orc names. One is. Goddamn.
What orc names has he went by there, Avery?
Trying to find it.
Is this somebody that we know or have met before?
No.
Okay. I was about to say, is he really about to say Thrug right now? That's old.
Gone by Forgel. I think that's how you pronounce that. Forgel Winterfest. Or Sven. Stop. Sven Stop. Sven Soft Step.
Sven stop set. No, I don't think any of those names that sound familiar either. What about you, Ezekiel? Do you think those names sound like anything?
Is that name familiar to me? I doubt it. DM?
No.
No? Alright. No.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we can help you there, but I guess I'll keep an ear out if I hear something.
Well, I appreciate it. And hey, you ever need anybody hunted down? Just look me up. He'll tip his hat.
Well, what's your name? You never told us. He's going in the notes.
The names and the notes are so bad today. Zilzed.
Zilzev?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Zilzev, well, I mean, we'll definitely keep you in mind. Good luck to you on this whole escort you got going on.
Look what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Zilzed will ride off.
I don't know about you, but it seems like a little odd for him to be escorting that carriage while also looking for a guy. Well, I guess nothing we've done about it now. That one orc guy sounded weird though. A lot of names.
I'll have to keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we could always turn in the reward if we find him or help Zilzev.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can head back to camp and try to make some food for ourselves and check in on Daiga too, see how she's doing.
Alright.
Daiga and Nicole too, because I imagine they're probably either still asleep or starting to wake up.
Daiga is up, and she seems to be up in a tree collecting pine cones.
Asta's gonna approach the tree and kind of look up into it. Good morning. What are you doing up there?
Good morning. Getting pine cones.
For what?
Breakfast?
Oh, I can make some food. You don't have to eat pine cones, unless you'd prefer, I guess.
I'm not eating pine cones. It's the pine nuts.
Ah, you know, I probably should have realized that. That's on me. I'm gonna go make some food now. Let me know if you want anything in particular.
Alright.
And Asta's gonna go make some food.
As you go to make some food, you can see Nicole. She seems fresh.
Oh, hey Nicole, you're looking a lot better than you did yesterday.
I'm feeling a bit better than yesterday.
Well, that's a good sign. I'm glad to see you're doing okay.
Indeed.
What are you up to?
Oh, I was just looking out at the road, trying to get a feel for this area. Never been in a place like this.
Right. Well, you just missed it. We saw a convoy of people just now. It was kind of weird. I mean, I've never
Oh,
seen a cart that decorated before. And then there was this other Warforged guy who was apparently looking for an orc, name of like Joey or Michael or something like that.
Hmm.
A lot of names for one orc.
well, he's probably running from the law.
Yeah, they did. He did mention something about how the guy robbed a bank.
Hmm. Yep, that'll do it. Do they? How do they make these bricks? She sort of kneels down and feels the road.
You know what? I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing some form of masonry.
When did they make them? This
I
some
don't, had to have been a long time ago. I mean, these roads are at least over 500 years old, maybe even more than that.
her head like snaps back to you. What? Old? 500 years old?
Yeah, Petornia's been around for quite some time.
Well, I mean, yeah, but Tor. I mean, some of those roads were only paved in my childhood. Hell, even the one through town's just an old worn down trail.
It might be less than that. I'm can also remember if Kriv said there were paved roads when Kriv was around.
Yes, actually. I feel like Kruth would know this as well. These roads are so fucking old. They've been here for like 5,000 years.
Well, I mean, New Mistport was pretty advanced back in the back in the day, so that might have something to do with it.
I sure, I sure didn't know about all the history over here. Though I guess this is where my family came from.
So didn't you mention your family came from this area before they got to Tor?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there you go. You're learning a little bit more about where you came from on this trip.
I suppose so. She kind of feels around on the ground some more.
Yeah, I can't really tell you a whole lot about stone, unfortunately. I'm more of a metal kind of guy.
Do you know about this forest? I mean, it's mighty dark.
Yeah, it's pretty thick. I think they call it the Forest Noir. It's home to a lot of things, honestly. A lot of things that we probably shouldn't look out for, but other things that are less dangerous. I mean, there's spirits, wendigos, potentially a god. It's a lot.
Forest Noir. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Forest Noir, home of Chat Noir. Actually, the very god that your cousin follows.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's in the forest somewhere. I mean, I haven't seen him in a while, but he's somewhere around here. If you see a black cat with exceptionally glowy eyes, that's probably him.
That's kind of spooky.
Yeah, I mean, you get used to it. We've seen a lot worse.
She's just gonna kind of keep walking around camp and looking at the various things.
I guess also
Okay.
we'll get back to trying to make some breakfast for everybody.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Nothing I can think of at the moment.
All right. Well, after a little while, you pass the rest of the day. Evening comes and the elves begin to wake up.
Um, also we'll send a telepathic message of hello as to not startle them, given he doesn't know their actual language.
Mm-hmm. I'll sort of rise up, begin to stretch. Now, wave at you when you say hello.
I don't know if you guys eat meat or not, but I'm preparing some food right now if you're hungry. I'm sure I can make enough for everybody.
They all sort of begin to smile.
I will take that as a good sign.
One of them is going to begin to try to shake Apollo, unless he is already awake.
No, he was
Wake up!
asleep.
Yeah,
Just the chop suey. Wake up! Oh no, wake up!
yeah, Apollo, you're gonna wake up to one of them sort of standing over you, just shaking you.
Apollo will awaken with a confused look on his face, noticing that it's now nighttime.
Well, dang, about time you woke up.
Well, I was waiting for them to wake up. I didn't realize I'd slept so much. I've wasted an entire day.
Well, they must have needed it if you were able to sleep that much.
You notice them sort of start to talk with each other.
I'm going to actively listen in and try to pick up on any words that might be similar to words in modern Elvish, just to start trying to piece together the language.
Okay. You pick up a couple things. They seem to be talking a lot about, like, nights and days, and you. Because I feel like knowing when someone's talking about you is pretty universal. Talking about tattoos. Fish.
Oh, fish.
And eventually one of them is going to approach you, one of the older guys.
Apollo will just kind of hesitantly watch and wait. He's
In the
still
world's-
kind of putting together the clues he's gotten so far.
In the world's most broken common ever to be spoken, you're going to hear this man try and convey to you that he would like to take you fishing.
Apollo will just kind of nod, and he'll speak the Elven word for yes with kind of like an inquisitive look on his face to see if that word's changed or stuck around.
He'll smile. And then he will hand you a stick, some string, some hooks, and an assortment of, like, various different types of bait. Sort of, I guess the way to put it is like, it's like this little bag, and on the outside of the bag, each little section of it, there's like little pockets made up, and so it's like organized that like there's hooks for bigger fish, and in that section there's also like bigger pieces of meat and parts of fish. But then in like spots for smaller fish, there's like little bugs and littler hooks and things like that.
Apollo's going to do his best to fashion a sort of makeshift rod and try to take a piece of bait and tie it to his lead.
That he is going to begin to walk you out into the forest. Just casually.
Bye, Apollo.
Just going fishing.
Bye. We'll be here. Slaving away at this breakfast that nobody's eating.
As you walk out, Apollo, it gets extremely dark. So dark you can barely see anything in his tattoos. You see up in the distance a much brighter glow. And he walks you up there, and you can see what appears to be like a koi pond that's glowing. You can see all the koi sort of swimming in there.
Apollo sets down his rod, and he does something he hasn't had the opportunity to do in a long time. He takes out his sketchbook and he begins hand sketching these koi fish.
The old man sort of takes a few steps back, sets down his rod, and runs and jumps across the entire pond. And then he will take a seat and sort of just watch you.
After a bit of time sketching the fish, Apollo will close up his pocket sketchbook, stick it back into his pocket, and pick up his rod. And he'll kind of set at the edge of the water before just gently setting the bait into the water and waiting.
The old man will speak up for the first time in a little while of this walk, and he will say, "Incale."
Does this word sound like it might be reminiscent in modern Elvish, as if maybe a shared root word, or is this totally foreign?
This is totally foreign. But
Okay.
in the universal way, I guess, and considering your heritage and how things, you can sort of feel. You feel patient.
Apollo will sort of slow down and feel the moment as he just waits.
After a moment, you feel a light tug on your pole. And then it begins to pull a little more. I've caught a fish.
Yippee!
Apollo will look at this elder and speak the Elvish word for food kind of inquisitively, as if asking if that was the point of this.
He will sort of gesture towards the pond again.
And that kind of brings a look of relief to Apollo as he retrieves the fish from his rod and sets it back into the water.
He'll smile. He will begin to speak, but almost without word. You can understand him better. Long ago, this pond held many fish. Then the tribe came through They fished the pond. There were not many fish left. The pond overflowed with the tears of the fish and flooded out the camp, put out the fires. After that, we do not keep any fish we catch. We let them swim, and they let us camp. Patience. More fish, more ponds will come. Patience. The fish will bite. The tattoo of fishing is also the tattoo of patience. He'll sort of reel back and jump across the pond to your side again.
You got your fishing badge.
I can understand the language. Am I able to speak it?
Yeah, kinda. So, think of this as like almost like a nature talk.
Hmm.
Feel free to speak though. He'll understand you.
The fish may be around to bite, but that doesn't give me the time to wait. You never know when your last moment may be. I often feel mine may be right around the corner.
This old man is going to burst into laughter. He'll sort of pat you on the back. You always have time to wait for bite. Fish will bite. If you have no time, you catch no fish. Then you definitely have no time. You know?
Apollo kind of pops a squat in the spot. Do you ever feel the crushing weight of expectation?
Of course. Well, not so much anymore. I'm an old man. But when we are children, parents, they all expect us to do something. We all have a job. We all have something we have to do. And we must do it, or else the child, well, but it's not expected. It's trust. No one expects someone to go pick the right berries. They trust that they will. No one expects me to catch enough fish. They trust I will. And when I don't, they are patient. He smiles.
Apollo has a bit of a heavy look on his face. I don't know how best to ask this, but what do you do when you've broken that trust time and time again? You've brought back the wrong berries, you've poisoned one too many friends. When it seems like everything you're doing is the antithesis of what they trusted you would do. When do you finally sit back and let someone else do it? Just accept that you are a problem.
No problem. You say sorry. Someone helps you. You bring back the wrong berries too many times. An elder walks with you, teaches you. No such thing as born bad. And if you keep wearing a heavy face, they'll give you a funny name. If you look sad, they will call you Sad One.
I had one teacher before you, and I was pulled from him before I could learn very much. I'm hopeful that maybe I can learn more from you, but I don't want to keep my friends waiting too long.
Teacher is not too teacher, not too good of teacher if they let you get pulled away.
It wasn't his decision.
You see, he sort of gestures on around his wrist with left arm, where you can see he's been given 3 rings of patience. I've taught many.
This is a difficult lessons for complicated reasons. I wish that I could express to you just how much I don't believe time to be on my side. But
Oh.
I'm here to listen.
Only time up on your side is, well, never. Time is time. You are you. Me. I'm 97 years old. Time is still on my side. I still have time to teach you. I still have time to play with my grandchildren. I still have time to walk with my son, my daughter, hear about their lives. How old are you?
I'm 21 this year.
Go smile.
I may be young, but by my age, my father had done so much. He expects so much of me. It's not just trust. He's trained me to be far greater than I have been. I've been a disappointment. Not long ago, I called home with my brother, and in talking to my father, I could see it in his eyes. Not just passivity. No, there was an active doubt in my ability.
We have a word for that.
Disappointment.
No, Ibleco.
What's that mean?
It's like a parent that worries too much. A parent that doesn't have other things to do, so they worry about their children. Children must be them. They cannot be me. My child cannot be me. My grandchildren cannot be my children. You cannot be your father. Your father cannot be his father. And no father should want their child to be them. But your father will learn that in time. For you, think about you. Be you. That is all you can be. You cannot be anyone else. Why would you want to be?
It's difficult to not want to be like my father when he's all I've known until coming to this world. Every lesson he's ever taught me has been a lesson in becoming one step closer to destroying Kishta, one step closer to some grand end goal, and I've been happy to walk in those footsteps, but it feels like that is not my fight.
I'm afraid to say this, but if that is the case, that man does not want you to be his child. He wants you to be his soldier.
I honestly feel you may be right.
And if that is, as I said, be you. Who else would you want to be? And if you don't know, if you know who you are, be patient. The fish will bite. He smiles again.
I need these fish just a bit hungrier.
You always will, while you're young.
Apollo sits down and picks up his rod again and just kind of dips the lead into the water.
The old man will sort of sit and wait with you. After too long, you catch another fish. You see, after this one, the old man sort of pulls out a couple little things. Looks like a sort of sharpened thorn, some ink. Are you ready?
What's this one for?
Initials.
Do you really think I've earned patience so quickly? That seems counterintuitive. If you truly think I've earned it, I'm ready.
We will find out. He'll sort of pull your arm out and begin tapping the really sharp thorn into your arm.
I did not expect this to hurt so much.
He sort of looks up. Just be patient.
Well, I mean, you've started now. I'm not exactly going anywhere, am I?
There's the patience again.
He continues tapping away. And you notice it's not until he's actually tattooed it on you that the ink begins to really glow.
So, what now? Do we fish for a while, head back to the group?
We'll sort of think on this for a second. I suppose it's time we do something fun. We'll sort of walk behind a tree.
Apollo's like looking for him to come out from the other side of the tree.
He does not.
Apollo approaches and starts walking around the tree, trying to figure out where he went.
This guy is gone. Not a cent. Not a dipped.
Okay, so we're doing tricks. I cast Commune with Nature. And so I instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice on any of the following subjects in the area. So I can learn of powerful Fae. Would these ancient elves be Fae?
I guess on a technicality, yeah.
Okay, I want to learn of powerful Fae that are in the area. Um, Also, since I have two others, I'll gain instant knowledge of influence from other planes of existence and prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people.
Yeah. So first of all, the old man is literally not in the area.
Oh wow, he's fast.
Yeah, kind of their thing. Although mm, the pond, I guess, also would. The pond is actually very sort of almost supernatural. It
Hmm.
is. These koi are pretty old. It's not necessarily that they offer any sort of magical anything. It's just more so that like they in fact they glow and they magical.
Hmm.
Influence from other realms or dimensions. Well, this particular forest has a lot of influence from Kitria,
I
considering
see.
a god from that pantheon is, well, you know,
Right,
kind
the
of.
Chat Noir.
Uh, and then notable people, plants, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the sort of twisted trees that are around here, like the one you went into that uh, William was hiding in.
Mm-hmm.
So those are actually sort of common in the area, and they are just called twisted trees, and they all hold some sort of a power about them. Uh, what else? People, the tribe, but I think all the basics of what you would gain from them is pretty much stuff you know. Uh, animals. Hmm. There's a there's a bear, particular bear in the area. It's large, way bigger than most bears. It doesn't have like a bad or evil energy or anything like that. In fact, it doesn't even seem particularly hostile to you, but it is a massive bear nonetheless.
Hmm.
And final? Oh, well, I guess there could always be Numisport Boulder, which is just a giant ass boulder that's right outside of Numisport in the forest.
Oh, that's cool.
Nobody, there's not really reason that it's there because there's no mountains it could have come from or anything. It just kind of is there.
We have a boulder.
You do have a boulder.
Well, if I can't find this old man this way, I'll start doing the special run. I guess in the direction of camp.
Okay.
And just keeping an eye out for him.
You don't necessarily spot it until you make it back to camp.
No.
He smiles. And
So,
when everyone's your new fancy tattoo, they all begin to literally jump with joy.
so this is where you went off to.
Yes. had to test her patience.
Well, I hope I passed. I should get back to my friends. The last thing I want is for them to just be waiting on me. We're not testing their patience, right?
We could. He'll sort of laugh and pat you on the shoulder. I'll be seeing you soon.
Yes. See you soon. Apollo's going to try to find Ezekiel and Asta.
They're not too far away, I would imagine. While you guys meet up, I'm gonna pee.
I imagine Asta is probably nearby where they set up camp at, more than likely sitting on top of Yellow as he tries to get an answer out of Eladrin about the plasma that he sent in. But
Apollo's
he's gonna
going to...
he while he's doing that, he's gonna shout down at Ezekiel. He's gonna ask him, "Hey, you have that whole familiar spell thing, right? Like it lets you like look through birds' eyes and stuff."
Shit, my mic was up.
I knew
Sorry.
it. I fucking knew it.
Yes, in fact, I think my familiar should still be out.
Well, does it work on? Do you think it'll work on machines?
No. The familiar is a specific apparition.
Have you ever tried?
104th. No, I cannot bind myself to a physical object, if that's what you're saying.
I'm just saying, if you could bond yourself to the ocular point of my drone, you could use that to see really far away.
That's not how that works.
I'm spitballing here, man. You ain't gonna rain on my parade like that.
Well, using Find Familiar wouldn't do it. I would have to create a specific spell to do that.
Are you saying you're not up to the challenge?
Do you have enough raw resources for me to create such a spell?
I mean, define raw resources.
Various rare materials, several gold's worth. It looks like a couple hundred gold just to get the ink necessary to write a proper magic circle.
I mean, you say that like we don't have a lot of gold.
Wait, where are we right now?
In camp?
Yeah, we're in a camp. Not
Asta,
exactly near any, not
Asta is
entirely
going
close
to
to
pull
any
out.
major civilized area.
Asta's gonna pull. Oh, you mean to buy the ink? Okay, I thought you meant like
Yes.
to have access to the gold. Like, dude, I've got my whole on
we
me at all
have-
times.
Yes, I cannot turn
We're not that far from New Misport.
gold into the magical ink necessary to create the proper binding circles. We'll have to go to New Misport in order to do so, at which point it will take me a severely long time, as this is not simply copying a spell into a spell book. This would be me creating an entirely new spell.
That's a good point. Just a thought. You know, in case there's no familiars in the area, it's something to fall back on.
Alright.
I think Apollo is returning. I didn't want to interrupt you guys' conversation. I'm
Asta's
back.
gonna look up to
I did not
notice
bring fish.
Apollo. Well, I made food. It might be cold by now, but I'm sure I can heat it up.
I suppose I could eat. I don't feel particularly hungry.
If you're not hungry, don't eat. So is this tattoo visible or no?
Yes, I imagine. It is just on my arm, after all.
Well, you said in the sunlight it goes away.
Well, he said it stops glowing in the sunlight.
I thought Avery said it goes away entirely.
I don't think it did.
Well, it's still nighttime. But yeah, it glows. It sure glows.
Would you look at that?
You'll never guess what it's for.
Let me guess. Patience?
How in the world did you guess that?
It's you.
Yeah, that's the worst possible. Yeah, never mind, actually.
Because I figured the elf would probably teach you the one thing that you're lacking in, and let's be honest, it's that.
The one thing I'm lacking in.
I said what I said.
Okay. In any case, yes, I went fishing.
And yet you brought no fish.
Well, they don't keep the fish that they catch here.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel I got more than a lesson. I got something to think about.
No, yeah, and what's that? Does it perhaps have something to do with learning from the elves?
No.
What is it?
Do you ever feel like a soldier? And I don't mean for the whole Og war that kind of came and went. I mean, did you ever feel like you were a chess piece used in a war, a greater war, one that started before your life?
Also having Vietnam flashbacks to literally the entire conversation that he's had for the past 3 sessions about being used by the Centurions. No idea what you're talking about. None whatsoever.
Never mind.
But yes, I do know what you're talking about. That's kind of what I was referring to when I was worried about what I found out about the Centurions. Apollo, what's your point?
I don't think Dad ever saw me as a son.
I mean, of course he did.
No, I'm not so sure.
Well, what makes you say that?
Every lesson I've ever learned has been a small class in defeating Kishta. Every point of praise I've ever earned has been as a response of getting closer to being some powerful soldier. Every piece of reinforcement I've ever received from Father has been tied to a war with Kishta. With no Kishta, there is no Apollo as I expected him to be.
If that was the case, do you think he really would have tried to stop us from coming here in the first place?
Well, yes. I don't believe he thought we were ready. I mean, think about when we called home. What brought him the most joy in that phone call?
You mean other than the fact that he was telling you about your new sister?
I think he was more disappointed I wasn't there to see it. I'm honestly worried that he hasn't just had a daughter, he's had another soldier.
If you really think that your dad only sees you and your newborn sister as pawns in his war against Kishta, then you really are seeing something wrong. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I've seen what people think is a soldier. I've been it. Whether or not I'd like to admit that or not. Your dad didn't treat you like a soldier. If anything, he treated you more like a son than anyone ever would ever know. He wanted to make sure you were ready to do the things he could not.
I
And
think you've
am
got
I,
a
am I,
romanticized view of my father.
I think you have a de-romanticized view of your father, or whatever the opposite of that would be. A militaristic
No,
view of your father.
I came here ready and willing to make him proud, and all I've found is that the very things he's always communicated would make him proud were not what I meant to be doing. That's the reality of my situation. No rose-colored glasses. This is real. I can't be what he's wanted me to be, and this is not about a family name or trying to live up to fill his shoes. No, this is about expectations that go far beyond a father and child. This is a general and soldier.
Well, I can't say what Daedalus did or did not do, but if he really did treat you like that, then he's a piece of shit. And I'll tell him that to his face any day of the week. Give me the phone and I'll do it right now. But besides the point, what do you want to do?
I don't know anymore. I guess I'll wait and see what life throws in my lap.
You mean like the entire group of elves that could teach you a whole lot more than what anybody else could ever teach you?
Well, right now they're teaching me patience, so that's why I'm waiting.
Waiting for what, though? Not a whole lot of point in patience if you don't know what you're waiting for.
Oh, believe you me, I understand that. I don't exactly like waiting around. It makes me antsy. I need something to focus on, but that's not what I'm being taught right now, so I am actively focusing on not thinking about anything. That's where I am. I am learning patience. In any case, where are we off to now? Are we staying here? Leaving?
I do not know. I had Yellow go to the blast radius to collect that plasma. I sent the plasma off to Eladrin and he's analyzing it as we speak. I'm waiting to hear back from him on that one. I mean, we could always head back to New Missport. We could go contact Tiberius again and let him know about what Artemis said. We could try to figure out some way to get that tier off of Artemis. There's a whole lot we could do. I think Artemis would be a very bad enemy to have, and I think that finding a way to get that tier off him would be beneficial.
I'm along for the ride, whatever we do.
Well, where could we possibly go to find out any information on the Tears of Kishta? Any
Beats
ideas?
me.
Mm,
Ezekiel, have you read any lore on the Tears of Kishta?
who knows? DM, do I know
He may still be in the bathroom.
any Kishta?
He might still be in the bathroom. Oh, no, he's on
Unfortunately.
mute.
No, I was just letting you guys do your thing. On the topic of the Tears of Kishla, honestly, mm, the best I can give you is that there are 12 in total, 2 pairs of 6.
Okay.
They're probably scattered around.
Mhm.
Sorry, there's just not a lot that's known about them.
Well, not to immediately destroy all the rigorous training that I've been going through, but whatever we're going to do, we should decide on it quickly, because I'm getting very antsy just standing here. Apollo is visibly shaking.
Are you okay, dude?
I need to focus on something, anything at all. Give me a puzzle. Anyone got a puzzle?
Don't you have that ball still?
It's already solved. It's so easy now. I need something. Let's go to New Mistport. I want to see Skeldon. I want to see Skeldon. Can we do that? Can we do that? Does anyone have any opposition to that?
No, man.
Nope.
No, I don't.
Okay, let's go. Apollo is straight leg, like marching as quickly as he can out of camp.
Alright. Huh. In that case, you book it out of camp.
Heading towards New Mistport.
Well, before too long, you hightail your way back to New Mistport. You see the beautiful arches.
What a wonderful city. Time to go underground.
Okay. You make your way to the subway. You ride it to Skeldon's shop. You can see Skeldon's wearing a robe.
Oh, that's.
I guess while we're here, I could figure out that whole newspaper business some more. Skeldon, why are you wearing a robe?
He quickly takes off the robe when seeing you. Oh, no reason.
Well, that's suspicious.
Okay. Were you expecting company, Skeldon?
No.
Can I roll insight to see if he's lying? Can I roll insight?
I'll give you this. It's written all over his bony face. He's not lying.
Skeldon, why
I
are you
got-
wearing the robe?
I got a 19 to insight.
He's telling half the truth. He wasn't expecting company.
So, do you just lounge around in a robe when nobody's around?
Yes.
You don't have to take the robe off because somebody showed up. I mean, if anything, it's more clothes than what you usually wear.
gonna take the rope and stuff in the drawer.
Okay.
Skeldon,
Well,
does the
as
robe
that-
embarrass you?
What?
Just asking. Does the robe embarrass you?
No!
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, has that guy been stealing your papers still?
Oh, that whole situation. No, it's no problem. We got it sorted out.
That's good.
I stole his mailbox. Yeah.
I don't think that's a solution to the problem.
Ah.
Skeldon, are you okay? Mentally?
Yes, of course. I'm doing fine.
You... Oh, gosh. Okay. I have a question for you, Skeldon.
Yes?
Can you make an incredibly difficult puzzle that's possible?
Hmm.
I'm
I suppose.
being very clear in that I need this to have a solution, just a difficult one.
I suppose I could do that.
That would be such a favor. I cannot explain to you.
So, how can I help all of you, other than the puzzle? What brings you to Old Man Skeldon's shop?
Well, Apollo wanted the puzzle, but I just want to check in and see how you were doing in the whole, box situation.
Box?
You taking his mailbox?
Mmm. Yeah, it's just fine.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure it's
So-
just fine? That's a...
Yes, it's just fine. My mind was preoccupied with something.
Oh, okay.
In any case, how you been? How are things on the road?
Good. Apparently, a lot of the bad stuff just stopped happening, so I guess somebody took care of it.
Excellent.
Skeldon, you know you've committed a crime, yes? I just want to make sure you're aware of that.
It's
Well, no,
I'm
no, no.
just-
I need to make sure he's aware he committed a crime. I don't care much, to be totally honest with you. I just, he should know if someone comes knocking to his door and they're upset. He should understand why.
What's the anime where it's the lawyer pointing?
Phoenix, right?
Yeah, Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright.
Okay, Skeldon's gonna do the meme and point at you. He stole mine first!
Objection!
He stole your mailbox first.
Yes.
Was his mailbox outside of the shop?
Of course.
No, I'm asking above table. Is Skeldon's mailbox where it should be?
No. Oh, yeah, no, it's missing right off the hinges. And in place is the mailbox you usually see across the street.
You know what? It's actually not my problem.
Also, the puppies got bigger.
They tend to do that. Are they still trying to eat you?
Yes.
Have you tried talking to the person who owns the puppies?
They liked the vinegar, Asta. It made them go rapid.
That's not good.
I have a new plan. You see, Skeldon is standing in lemonade.
You think they don't like lemonade?
I'm sure of it.
Oh, jeez. Look, I can just. Do you want me to go talk to the person who owns the dogs and see if maybe they can stop the dogs from trying to eat you?
Hmm, interesting idea. I think this is better. And besides, now I'll smell like lemons.
Okay.
Now, to work on that puzzle. He'll begin to walk around, sliding the buckets of lemon.
Ugh.
Have you seen V lately?
V? No, I haven't seen him since he went up in the sky, like with that one guy thing, and I stole his drone.
Yeah, wasn't he going to die? Wasn't that his?
It's V. V doesn't die.
That's true.
Hmm. Interesting.
What's interesting? Skeleton?
This puzzle.
Yeah, what about it?
It's going to be very interesting.
You'll see, there you go, Apollo. An interesting puzzle for you.
Much needed.
Can I check if Eladrin has messaged anything about maybe somewhere to go to, like, further the investigation? Or is he still working on it?
Honestly, he probably would have just sent back. As far as I can tell, this is just plasma. I don't have. I can't really find anything deeper in it.
Where would this much plasma come from, though? You can't just spawn in. Had to have come from somewhere.
Did somebody say plasma?
Yeah, there was that huge bomb that went off. It left a bunch of plasma behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to figure out if I can determine where it came from, but so far I'm not getting any leads.
I see. Skeleton's going to, like, turn really fast to go grab something, and he is going to. His buckets are gonna, like, skid, and he's going to slip and fall. And all of juice is just gonna pour all over him.
I'll still go help Skeleton up.
Hmm. Hmm. He sort of looks down at all of the lemon juice. Perhaps a bath.
A what?
A lemon bath!
Oh, you're still talking about the dog thing.
Of course. He'll grab a mop and start mopping up the lemon juice.
Do you know anything about plasma, Skeleton?
I know it comes from Petornia.
Well, yeah.
It also is, well, the material plasmoids are made of.
That is true actually. Didn't the Tensarians say something about there was a plasmoid wanted on their like list or something?
There was a plasmoid that they were looking for, yeah.
I'll have also look more into that and see if maybe he can figure out where their last known location was. You-
You can actually find that on your watch. The last location they were known to be in was somewhere inside of. I guess you would know it to be the center of the blast radius.
So, and aren't plasmoids highly flammable in some cases? I mean, the
Highly.
explosion did smell like burnt plasma.
Yes, they are highly explosive.
Austin's gonna sigh and lean against the kind of like sit in a chair nearby. As I think he's beginning to realize that maybe the explosion was just a plasma exploding. Well, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of finding out who did the explosion, because they're dead, I guess. But that doesn't really stop me from trying to figure out how to reverse it and clean it up. I guess fate's not really gonna let me do that either, or whatever the fuck that thing was. It's got to be connected.
Hmm.
Because if we really want to help rebuild, we're gonna have to get that thing off the map first. And I guess the first step in that is trying to find some way to, I guess, remove it. That would still involve going out there and getting a better look at it myself.
Hmm.
You thinking about something?
A little bit.
What are you thinking about?
How to help you?
Well, trust me, I'll take any ideas, because right now we're kind of at a roadblock in every direction.
Hmm. How about you take a seat on that couch, and I'll get you some lemonade.
Sure, Skeleton. I was just gonna go sit on the couch and kind of rest his head in his hands.
I won't step on it, I promise. Mwah, mwah. Skeleton leaves to the back room.
Well, what are you guys thinking about?
You know, I can only think about how to solve this puzzle that he's talking about, which is not going well considering I can't see the puzzle.
Apollo, have you thought about what you're gonna do with the elves?
Nope.
Have you thought about when you're gonna learn more from them?
I have not.
Oh, I guess we're all kind of at an impasse of what to do right now.
That's where we are.
Skeldon will return with the lemonade and Apollo's puzzle.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeldon works pretty quick, man. You'd be surprised.
I've maximized efficiency.
Apollo's going to immediately start trying to solve the puzzle.
It's like watching a dog who hasn't eaten in days. That's crazy.
Asta,
Yes, Skeldon.
would you mind coming into this bathroom with me?
Um, yeah, sure, Skeldon. I was just gonna get up and follow Skeldon.
All right. S- I. Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna nerd real quick. Check your DMs.
Oh gosh. Okay. I am migrating to the DMs. Hmm. Huh? Is the DMs, is this what Skeldon is telling to Asta right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I'm. This is I'm swearing you into secrecy as well.
Oh god.
Like for real, locked in.
I will take it to my grave. Friends, what are you doing? Such a baby. Hmm?
picking up, putting down?
I think so. I actually know I'm a little lost.
I see. Uh, hop into general.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You guys are getting pulled into the
All
principal.
right, then.
Hold on.
Oh
Hmm.
boy. It's just me and you.
Hmm.
This puzzle is difficult. It's just what I needed. Speaking of puzzles, have you gotten any closer to your large goal? It's quite the puzzle in itself.
Oh, we're still rolling. Progress is progress.
Yeah.
No matter how slow it is.
It doesn't bother you at all.
It's getting faster. Magic is an exponential thing.
You know, it's. Do you not find it hard to slow down? Does that not make you want to move even faster?
I don't need to make anything move faster.
I feel crazy. Okay,
Things will simply move faster on their own.
that doesn't make sense.
Imagine it like running down a hill. And the hill gets steeper until it reaches your goal. You don't really need to make yourself run faster. Gravity will do most of the work.
In what world is life like running down a hill? Life is climbing a mountain, if anything.
Magic is like running down a hill.
So you're saying that your goals will simply happen by waiting?
Yep. Not waiting, maintaining myself. If I stop, I can't move forward. I don't move further down the hill. If I go too fast, I might trip and fall. But eventually I'll reach the bottom.
Yippee!
Asta and well, actually, Skeldon will sort of look at Asta. So, is the lemonade?
Yeah, the lemonade's pretty good, man. Where did you learn how to make lemonade?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
do you even have taste buds?
No,
That tracks.
is it bad?
No, it's good. It's just I was more attracted because you're a skeleton. So it's surprising that it is good, given you can't exactly taste test it.
Well, it's a recipe I picked up during my time in the old capital.
I see. Okay. So, first thing and foremost is that we have to deal with the giant pool of molten plasma. We have to figure out some way to deal with that and the creatures inside of it. Because, I mean, we can't exactly clean it up if we're, you know, being vaporized and having our souls ripped out of our bodies.
Mhm.
But how exactly do we either banish or clean up in a large amount that much? I mean, we've all seen how big that blast radius is. And to think that all came from one plasmoid is also insane.
It will cool down.
Well, I know it'll cool down. It's already cooled down enough to where I could put it in a container. But that doesn't explain the giant fuck-off monster in the middle of it or any of its little minions.
That is a different story.
Because we definitely have to find some way to deal with those things.
I'm afraid it will most likely. I think it will leave when it leaves.
What do you mean? Like it'll just decide it's done and head out?
I believe there will be a time that it will leave, yes.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, as long as it doesn't seem like it's leaving beyond the blast radius. So as long as we keep people out of the blast radius till it leaves, I guess it's not doing any more harm than it already has.
Indeed.
I'm going to jump off a bridge.
Why are you going to jump off a
Did
bridge?
you just tell us to be patient again? This lesson just keeps on giving, doesn't it?
Man, the elves really got to you, huh?
No, it's just I hate being so passive.
There's a difference between being passive and being patient. Just because we have to wait for this one thing doesn't mean we can't do other things. There's definitely still a lot of things we could do still to prepare ourselves for the inevitable return of Kishta. Because the only way to stop Kishta would be to stop Fate, and there's no way we're stopping Fate as we are now.
We're being reactive. There's
Now let's be proactive. Let's find something. Let's find some way to prepare.
this is I'm gonna need 5 more puzzles.
You haven't even solved that one yet.
Give it 2 days.
Are you really gonna work on a puzzle for 2 days straight?
Yes, I will.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna throw it in a portable hole.
Apollo gets a deadly serious look with Asta. You leave my puzzle alone. I just got this. I need this.
And you're already complaining about it.
No, I need it.
Anyway. That reminds me, Skeleton, whatever happened to those cores that we gave you? Did we end up giving them to Babylon?
I believe I lost them.
What do you mean you lost cores?
I'm just kidding. Calm down.
I'm gonna have gray hair. I'm gonna have gray hair before I turn 30. So, what did happen to them?
I gave them to the person they've rested with for many years.
Babylon?
That would be
No.
V.
You gave
Yeah.
the cores to V?
Indeed.
Well, if V's gone for now, we probably shouldn't leave those cores laying around. Do we have any way of trying to find out where he left them, maybe?
I don't know.
We could always check with Rhodes Island and see if they know where he put them at. There's gotta be someone that knows where he had them.
I'm sure you could.
Well, okay, that's our next step then. Trying to figure out where V left the cores and then finding a place to keep them protected.
Okay, let's go. Apollo grabs Asta by the wrist and starts walking.
Can you stop yanking me around? We
Can
don't even
we
know where we're
do
going
if
yet.
We're going to the tower. That's where we last saw V.
Okay, dude, take a breath.
No,
You don't have to.
too
You
many-
don't have to yank me.
I can't keep sitting around and talking about potential next steps. We need to go.
Okay, but yanking me across the rate everywhere isn't gonna do that.
All
I
right,
can.
all right, all
I
right,
am a I'm a big boy. I can walk.
all right.
Let's go.
Apollo drops his hand and then just walks. He just keeps going.
And then I'm following on Apollo. We're gonna go to the tower where V was being not.
Held
I guess
captive.
where he was. Yeah, where he was staying. And then let's see if we can find
Totally
some
of his own
info.
volition.
Yeah, totally not cool. We left him up there in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. I hate to do this, but I gotta go for a hot.
You're good. I'm gonna run to the
Okay.
bathroom real quick, get some caffeine going because I am tired. Totally back.
All right, cool. Short break, it seems.
Short break.
Mm-hmm. I love this bit, and we should not. We should never stop it.
Which one specifically?
Ezekiel explaining magic to you guys constantly.
Yeah. Oh yes, Ezekiel. Ezekiel, 100% defending the intellectual approach to magic is so funny. Every time they talk about magic, he's like, "No, no, no, you don't understand. I know everything, and you need to listen to me, you idiot." Oh, I love him so much.
Mm. Yo, holy shit!
What's up?
Hold on, I found something. It's fucking sick. Hold on. Space Marine Helldiver.
Yo, that is sick. Oh, that's so funny. I finally got all my my rumors to all my players, and I'm getting the DMs for that now. Oh, that's so funny.
I'm gonna step away. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello, I am back.
Well, that was so fast.
Yeah, I just grabbed a bag of chips from the kitchen.
Very nice.
Thank fucking God, I don't actually have to, don't actually have to create, at least 2 of the cities that I was going to make, because I managed to find a pre-made map with exactly the right, geography that I needed.
Oh, nice. Save
Alright,
yourself
I'm
some
back.
time. Welcome back.
Uh-huh.
Is Avery still gone?
Yep.
So yeah, I, I, I just stole it and then edited it slightly.
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah. Also, nerd, I found something absolutely sick.
What's that?
Check general chat on Discord.
In just a second, I'm at my coffee machine.
Mm.
Oh my god, a Helldiver Space Marine.
Oh, he saw it.
The color scheme is just so good.
Ezekiel explaining magic for the 5,327th time.
It's one of my favorite things.
Hmm. Very quiet stream today.
Mm-hmm.
I am so tired. Man, depending on how I'm feeling when I get up after work, like the feeling on how I feel when I get home, I may or may not go to Ventures League tomorrow. It might be too early.
Only one way to find out. Speaking of, I still need to make my character for that. I need a tier 1.
I'm gonna step away from it. I gotta make a call.
Go for it, my guy.
Did he ever say he'd be right back?
Yeah, he said you'd be back.
So what are you gonna make for your level 1 Adventures League character?
A wizard.
You gonna make a what?
Wizard.
It's wizard time, motherfucker. Fireball. All right, boys, I'm taking bets. Who says that when we get up to this room the cores are gone, or just aren't there to begin with?
I'm probably not gonna be there. It's just gonna be the best place to look for clues of where the cores were left.
What I'll say, like wherever V left them, how much would I bet they're gone?
What do we even need them for again?
Huh?
What do we need them for again?
Just to make sure they're safe, because we have no idea where V left them, and V's more than likely gone.
Hmm.
Hello, I am back.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Have I? Oh, did I beat Avery back?
You did.
Yeah.
All right, good. Uh, cool. Yeah, I've got to help my brother in the morning. He's got to get his house painted, and I'm the professional. And also, his house, the portions that we're painting may or may not be, based off of a certain metal.
Lead.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, and he has a kid, which
I
means that we
see.
need a special primer and everything
yeah.
in order to properly paint it.
Let them eat the lead chips. They're nutritional.
Oh yeah, it's lots of calories.
Yeah.
Lead-based paint. Gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
has base. How can you not love it? It has base right in the name.
yeah. I should be fine. It's mostly just a harm to kids, and we've made very certain that my nephew knows that don't touch the the white paint chips that you find.
Base? Based on what?
Yeah. And my dad said he was gonna grab some. He forgot to grab the primer that we need, but fortunately, he happens to own a painting company that I also happen to work for. A painting company that happens to be lead certified
Well, there you go.
There you go.
and has all the supplies needed to take care of lead. And I'm gonna grab none of them. I'm just gonna grab the primer. Because I really do not give too much of a shit if I if I accidentally swallow like the tiniest speck of lead.
And he was never heard from again.
Let's aim for 0% lead intake.
At worst, I'll get some lead poisoning. I'll just feel
Well-
like shit for a day or two.
Only lead poisoning, not a big deal.
Yeah, no, my brain's fully developed, so it's not going to take too much damage, if any. Now, the asbestos of the garage for our new building may be a problem. What may be
Yeah.
asbestos? We have no idea. We're pretty certain it's not asbestos, but there's always the chance because it's some old insulation in there.
Hmm. The basement of the architecture building that I studied in had asbestos in the, not the server room, the maintenance room.
Nice.
It's, we had I wouldn't even call it a field trip considering it's literally in the basement of the building that we're all in. But there's a big sign on the door that says, "Danger, asbestos," and we're just like, oh, this is going to be a great field trip.
There was a Flash villain who used fire, and
Heat
his suit was made out of asbestos to protect himself from his own fire.
Brother.
heat wave.
Heat wave, yeah. And he was made before they knew about the negative effects of asbestos.
Right.
And as soon as they found out, they immediately gave him cancer.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's heat
so
wave.
sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's heat wave for you.
Also, fun fact: Flash's Rogues Gallery has a strict "don't kill the Flash" rule.
Yeah, because killing
Because
the
if-
Flash means having the entire Justice League on your ass.
Or worse,
Batman.
one of them had the Suicide Squad called on them for that,
Yeah.
or at least Deadshot was hired.
When Inertia killed Impulse, the Rogues
Yeah.
Gallery killed Impulse as an apology to Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Not Impulse, Inertia.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, first Wally literally sapped his speed so bad he was stuck as a statue, basically infinity'd his ass and left him in the Flash Museum. Then he got out of that, got his speed back. That's when the Rogues killed him.
Mm.
So yeah, you don't fuck with the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
It's less trouble if you don't.
Man, I should just be stealing maps off of Infinite for the rest of my campaign. These are much better than what I can make.
Good artists borrow, great artists steal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like half the art that I have is just pulled off of Google Images anyway.
Apollo be like Gollum to puzzles.
Oh my god. I found a chart.
What kind of chart?
So it's got it's got a row.
Oh, rip.
Uh,
Ezekiel's internet died.
that's sad. How do you think it's gonna be gone for?
I have no idea. Almost wonder if we probably should have just went ahead and called the session.
Yeah, but I also don't want to leave while he's gone.
Right.
What are you thinking about?
I am solving a 12-sided Rubik's Cube. And Mega Minx.
What's your thoughts on the session thus far?
It's good.
I'm back. I'm so sorry.
Dude, you're
All
so
good.
good.
I did not think it would take that long.
You're so good, bro. Ezekiel's internet kind of died.
I see.
It's just the three of us. They did not make that song yet.
Yeah, that sequel never came out.
Just the three of us.
We can make it if we try.
I feel like that's a very different kind of song.
You know what? I think you're right, actually.
Honestly, would you guys mind if we just called it there?
Oh no, that's probably for the best. It's gonna get real late real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, thank you for sticking around. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that late.
Dude, you're so good.
It's all good.
By the way, just so you guys know, I think Tree invited Vis before he left, and I made General 2 private, so
Oh,
you know,
cool.
you guys don't want to get bothered.
Nah. They're fun. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream.